Hey sippers, welcome back to a gossip video. Now Cardi B is rumored to be still messing around with Offset. Now I'm not confirming it to be true, baby, but y'all know they're still married. They're not legally divorced as yet. And Offset has been bragging that, she says a bunch of BS on the internet, but they're still smashing. Okay, now I think this is saying low self-esteem, girl. You don't smash someone who you have beef with and then come on the internet and cuss them out and wish death on them, honey. That's giving toxic, and it's screaming that you need to love yourself a little bit more, because this ain't love. You wishing death on your baby daddy / husband is not love. And I felt some type of way that she did. And she was basically telling him to go back to Africa, cussing him out. And I was like, girl, that is some low down stuff. She's like, oh, I wish you just go away, move to Africa. And I'm like, is anyone hearing this? Am I the only person who's offended as a black woman? You telling your black, husband / baby daddy to go to Africa? Go back to Africa, leave you alone. Girl, you could have said, go to China, go somewhere far. But you said Africa. And that really offended me so much. And I'm actually shocked that Offset did not comment on the situation. Like, he really never said anything. But I know for certain he felt some type of way. And I blame Offset, like, why do you need to go out and date women with surgery bodies? Like, you're a black man, honey. You could get any woman you like. I think Cardi B, she's somewhat possessive and obsessed. Like, she was even threatening girls, to end people's lives, to attack girls over Offset. That type of behavior is crazy. Like, you're obsessed. And if the man is cheating, he's telling you that he doesn't want you. So focus on yourself. Hence why I say I think Cardi B lacks self-love. Like, you recently had a baby and he dodged you and was out there messing around, and you screamed at your phone while you was on Instagram Live, and you still turned around and allow this guy to brag that, oh, you saying all this, but we smashed recently. Girl, pick yourself up and go love yourself, because this is not cute. It is not cute. Cardi B used to be so funny, full of energy, so vibrant. And now I think Offset sucked the life out of her, like the energy, like, he drained her. She's not the same person who she was before. Like, I don't want to say the girl is bitter, but she seems like she's not focused. And I think it's affecting her stability as like a female rapper. She's not really doing well in music. I think she's also not making as much money. So she's always throwing tantrums on the internet, always going back and forth with the barbs, always saying something crazy, because she is so bothered. She's not happy. I think Offset really pulled the plug and has made her the most, angriest person ever. Bragging that, oh, she wants to unalive people, always wishing death on someone, telling someone they could just die, and oh, she want to put a bullet to her head. And I'm like, where is this all coming from? This is like a scream out for help, and this is not cute. And at one point, I felt so bad when she said she wanted to put a gun to her head. I was like, this is not good. Someone needs to check in on Cardi B, because if Offset is pushing her to the edge this much, it means that he's really affecting her mental health, and she really needs to leave this man alone and focus on herself and her kids. It was just a scream out for help, and I felt really bad that she was so suicidal, talking about, holding a gun to her head. And I felt so bad. I was like, well, Offset, what are you doing? You're literally causing this person to crash out. You could have caused Cardi B's life. You're out here smashing women, and she recently had a baby for you, and you didn't even care to stay throughout her most vulnerable time. You dissent. You left her. And she screamed at us on her Instagram on live. Like I said, Cardi B used to be such a fun personality, but now, she's not okay, wishing death on people and on herself, not producing good music, not rolling out good music. She's just always ranting, talking about her punani, going to clubs 24/7. I'm like, girl, what is the deal? What is the point? What are you doing? Sometimes when the Barbs drags her, I was like, oh my God, this is so bad. This is actually so sad. And the fact that she promised her fans an album since last year and still cannot put out an album, like there's something going on with her, but she don't really want to talk about it. Like, girl, if you lack self-love, try and hurry to divorce Offset, because he's bad news for you. And she's begging him to sign those divorce papers, and he's like, you know what, I'll sign them when I get joint custody. Like, I want to be a part of my kid's life. But this is Cardi B's issue. You want to be a part of your kid's life, but you spend time with the other kids and not mine. You did not give them any Christmas gifts because you're doing that to spite me. And if Offset did that, he's a toxic person. Like, what kind of a dad doesn't give their kids Christmas gifts and give their other siblings from the other baby moms Christmas gifts? Like, you're toxic. And then you want joint custody. That doesn't make any sense. Like, you're still trying to hurt Cardi B. Like, you're trying to have control over her. And because you don't, you're so mad. And I love that Cardi B's now brave enough to take the step where she wants to divorce this man. She also expressed that he was so jealous of her. Like, when she won her Grammy, he was so mad. And when she thought she was encouraging him and cheering for him to say, oh, you're up next, instead of him taking that as an encouragement to win a Grammy, he was like, oh, what do you mean I'm up next? I've always been up. I've always been Migos. I've always been Offset. What are you talking about? I think he looks down on her, sees her like as an exotic dancer. So when she wins or, get an achievement, he's so mad because probably he did not expect her to be so successful. I think he wanted to marry an exotic dancer and not a rapper, someone who he could always have control over. And that's my opinion with Offset and Cardi B. And she needs to love herself and leave this guy alone. I'm praying for her and her mental health because she needs it. She's a mom, she has a career, and she's not dropping the album, and her fans, they're going so ballistic. So Cardi, girl, you better clean up yourself, go seek some therapy, learn about self-love some more and pick up yourself again, honey. But I'm anticipating that divorce because she needs to leave Offset alone. I don't think he loves her. I think he only saw her as an opportunity. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Leave a like for this video. Share if you care. And see you guys some other time. And thank you so much for always sipping with us.